It's now my pleasure to introduce the speaker for today. First, Stephanie Giard, Marketing Manager for Ag. Then we have Ryan Anderson, Head of Product and Innovation. And finally, we have Sky Rubin, Senior Manager, Agriculture Sales. So now it's time to start, and I wish you a good webinar. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Anna L. And thank you everybody for joining us here today for the launch of AgNeo. We're really excited to be here with you. The new AgNeo solution is bringing together the best-in-class global precision farming services from Airbus under one umbrella. Airbus has been a longtime player in remote sensing for agriculture, and we're now aggressively growing our software solutions. So I say that Airbus is a longtime player in remote sensing for ag, but I realize that not many people, that there are a lot of people who still don't know that and are just learning about our role in the industry. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what Airbus is doing in agriculture, yes, in fact, we are the Airbus that makes airplanes. I actually have people who ask me that at conferences. And we also have helicopters, but no, we are not working on flying tractors. Airbus has a connected intelligence division that includes Earth observation, where we are designing and operating the highest quality satellites. So you're probably actually familiar with some of our satellites, even if you didn't realize that they were Airbus. So we have the Spot constellation that has been around since 1986, and its high quality 1.5 meter data is commonly used in agriculture for monitoring commodity crops. We also have our Playout constellation, which outputs 50 centimeter resolution data that's ideal for higher value crops. And we also see some people using it for commodity crops. Not pictured in this image is actually the Sentinel-2 constellation, and so I think most people in agriculture are familiar with Sentinel-2. But many people don't know that it was designed, built, and launched by Airbus. So the Sentinel satellites have been providing open source data that is widely used in agriculture. The DMC constellation, which now includes ALSAT-1B, Kazakhstan, Demos-1, and Demos-1 provides wide coverage for major monitoring programs in the US and in Europe for agriculture. We also have our SAR constellation, which is growing, and that is synthetic aperture radar. People may or may not be as familiar with that, but we do expect that radar data will be used more in agriculture in the future as it is not dependent on weather conditions. And of course, we have the new Playout Neo constellation, which I will talk about in a little more detail later in the presentation. So what a lot of people outside of France, we're actually in France right now doing this presentation, but what a lot of people in France don't know about Airbus and our experience in agriculture is that here we have been partnering with our Valise for over 15 years to provide comprehensive advice to over 16,000 farmers. Airbus focuses on the imagery and software development, and our Valise Plant Institute brings crop modeling and agronomic advice. This service offers a complete range of information and advice on the condition of crops. So that includes stand counts, nutritional condition, risk of disease. And with plot-specific accuracy, FarmStar also has been supporting variable rate application. So this functionality has been validated in the field over many, many years and under extremely varied conditions.
So we have now arrived at our first flash question. So you can answer the question directly by clicking on your choice. So the question is, does your organization currently have a digital precision farming solution? So I'll let you a few seconds to answer. Thank you. Okay, so I will close and share the results. And I let Stephanie comment.
All right, here we go. Okay, so 50-50. We did this. This is actually our second time doing this presentation today. We did it once for people in a different time zone. So, and both times I've been surprised. There were more people in the last webinar who said that they did not. But I'm still surprised with these numbers because I thought it would have been higher for people who do offer a digital precision farming solution. I know that I've been at this for many years, I don't know, almost 15 or 20 years, and was involved with launching one of the first farm management information systems. And you know, back then everybody was, those were just early adopters, but now it seems like this has moved into the vast majority. Well, it'll be interesting to see what we get what we get on the next question. So we will just move forward, click on the screen here and proceed. All right. Last year at Airbus, we launched Verde, which was the first step in our international ag imagery solutions. Verde is a key element and actually the engine running inside of AgNeo. That engine provides superior handling of clouds and haze in imagery, as well as atmospheric correction. It also provides the ability to calculate advanced agronomic indicators. And as a result, when you're using these advanced indicators, each pixel represents absolute values pertaining to crop health. This allows us to generate crop health maps during the growing season that can utilize many different sensors. And this ability to look across sensors will allow us to get you the information you need when you need it in the long run. So moving forward, you may not hear the name Verde, but know that it is in there running the processing in AgNeo. And built on that strong base, AgNeo is going the extra mile to turn the highest quality data and processing into clear actions and expanding the scope of precision agriculture at Airbus. So we will get into a product demo in a few minutes. I'll pass that over to Ryan. But first, I wanted to give you the broad overview. As I've been saying, AgNeo is an umbrella of all the precision farming functionality available from Airbus at a global scale. All of the functionality sets within AgNeo, including the processing engine, are available through our user interface or via APIs for integration into existing systems. AgNeo is delivered as software as a service, and you can sign up for whichever functionality sets within the solution fit your needs. One account is set up for your organization, which can have many users, and generally a lot of them are crop consultants and agronomists who have many growers. And once you get into the system, you decide which functionality sets are right for the different acres under management. One of the main sets of functionality in AgNeo is core crop analytics. When you sign up for core crop analytics, we will be collecting imagery and providing you with new actionable information during the growing season, so approximately 10 to 12 weeks. However, you will have access to the solution for the full year. We do have many options where you can customize your package, but in the baseline core crop analytics package, we will be capturing your field with our 1.5 meter resolution spot data and running that through the M-Savvy index. We strive for weekly data collection, and every time we capture your field, we automatically create health vegetation maps. So that is how we give you the highest quality health vegetation maps. But who has time to look through every map for every field every time we're able to capture an image? We assume that most people don't have that kind of time. So we are doing the heavy lifting for you by taking the highest quality vegetation maps one step further. AgNeo sorts through all of the vegetation maps and alerts crop consultants via email about which specific fields need immediate attention based off pixel-on-pixel change detection. We sift through all the data and drive specific action only when and where it's needed. Then, for the fields needing immediate attention, the crop consultants can download reports created by AgNeo so they can navigate to those at-risk areas in the field and diagnose the problem. These reports can be used offline, which is, of course, helpful in rural areas that often have connectivity issues. So to summarize the benefits, the imagery allows you to see full fields instead of limiting you to whatever you can see from your truck. The image gives you a full report on every field, picking up the differences that may not be visible yet. Then AgNeo looks at the maps of every acre of every field and then sends you automated alerts, letting you know which areas within which fields need a visit from your crop consultant or agronomist. Then your crop consultants can download reports for the fields needing attention and use those reports offline to navigate to the areas of interest and diagnose the problem. Through these alerts and reports, our solution makes the lives of your crop consultants easier, allowing them to be more efficient and effective. The AgNeo family of analytics. So we try to keep this simple. And when we're talking about this, we talk about the base core crop analytics package that uses the M-Savvy algorithm on spot data. But there are other choices you can make if you like. So as I mentioned earlier, the engine within AgNeo will allow you to have your pick of algorithms used to create the vegetation maps. And you can also select from data at different resolutions. And there is more to AgNeo than the highest quality vegetation maps and alerts. Users are able to create management zones from these crop health maps. And after creating the management zones, you can create your variable rate application maps in AgNeo, optimizing use of seed, fertilizer, water, and chemicals. So this software as a service sifts through all the data and provides actionable insights based on crop variability within a field. It empowers crop consultants to improve profitability by delivering high quality, prioritized, actionable information to growers in season. So the core crop analytics I was just talking about offers a solution for commodity crops, so corn, wheat, soy, and actually many others. But AgNeo also has a component that serves high value crops, specifically focusing on orchards and vineyards. This new functionality has been driving a great deal of interest. This functionality set uses 50 centimeter resolution Playout data, and AgNeo actually creates a mask of all the tree crowns. The mask removes the noise from the background vegetation and soil, which improves the analytic results. We're able to get down to the tree and vine level analytics. So in addition to these advanced analytics that are looking at health indicators at the plant level, as a part of the reports generated in AgNeo, we provide a tree count or a stand count, eliminating the need for time-consuming and often error-prone manual counts. Similar to core crop analytics, the users will receive email alerts letting them know which fields need immediate attention based off the pixel-on-pixel change detection. Then they're able to use the reports to guide them to the areas at risk within fields so they can diagnose the problem. So your users are able to create management zones from these crop health maps and in turn use those to create variable rate application maps if they so desire. By default, as I was saying earlier, by default, this product is running on Playout data, and we've been getting really good results with the Playout data. We're also really excited that our new satellite constellation, Playout Neo, is coming online. It will be an incredible addition with its 30 centimeter resolution data and the red edge band, which is ideal for crop health indication. That will be launching later this year, and we expect that data to be available for the 2021 growing season. So we talked about the fact that you can get core crop analytics and permanent crop analytics functionality through either through the AgNeo user interface or also via API. You can also get the functionality just of that AgNeo engine. So if you're wanting the highest quality inputs to drive your own algorithms, you can get an API to give you this imagery, the imagery inputs that you need from us. And it'll allow you to make these choices on this family of analytics to feed your own algorithms.
So we are now arrived to our second/slash question. So same, you can answer directly. The question is, does your organization currently offer imagery products to your crop consultants and our growers? So thanks for your participation. So we wait a few seconds. Okay, so we will display the results.
There we go. And once again, the same thing that we saw this morning, that we have more people who are providing imagery to their crop consultants and growers than people who say they're providing a digital precision farming solution. So yeah, that's interesting. And with that, we are going to go. I'm going to go ahead and hand the controls over to Ryan, who is going to do a live demo. There you go, Ryan.
Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks for the overview. Welcome, everyone. As Stephanie mentioned, the power of AgNeo is really to take world-class imagery and crop analytics and make them actionable for a variety of different users. And we're really excited to show it to you. And we're going to show it to you now live. So let's go ahead and get in. So let's quickly log in here. And for our demonstration today, put yourself through the journey of a crop consultant or a crop advisor, as somebody that has lots of growers, perhaps all over the world, and they need to be able to quickly and easily filter through those and get to what they need. So in this case, we're going to just grab a farm that we're interested in, just simple filtering functionality. Dropping down into it, again, you have from your grower to your farms, selecting a farm, and begin looking at our fields. So we're going to select the P field here to the right, and as we see, we're going to see what we love about our interface is that it's very easy to understand and to read quite a lot of complex things going on at once. And as Stephanie alluded to, what we understand is that getting to this particular field and this view at this point could be complicated if you're managing thousands of fields. But through the alerting systems, what you're going to get is an email saying, we think the 2019 P field is there's been a change and we need you to, we think that you need to go check it out. Then you click on that link and it brings you to here. And from here, you can begin to a series of the decision-making tools that are at the field level to be able to use those. So what we'll do here first is we will look at our timeline. So we have all of our analytics down below. We're going to simply turn on our timeline and select a analytic. We'll select the mSavvy analytic. It shows here on the timeline where the collections were taken. We can select those. They populate on the map, and you're able to see quickly move through those. Again, you could do that with the other analytics as well. But more importantly, you're able to, once you're there, you've maybe get a quick look, you can very easily download the report, initializes the download, and there it is, just like that. Pops up, and you now have a very quick way to pull content from a web interface and take it into the field. As Stephanie mentioned, this is a geo-enabled PDF, so you don't need Wi-Fi to use this. You can be out in the farms with a grower, and if you have a GPS signal on your phone, which doesn't require internet, you can actually see yourself in the field itself and be in there actually solving problems as quickly as possible. In addition to again seeing those things, perhaps the next step is to create management zones, to make a decision about, take it from identifying the problem and moving it to actually doing more direct action. So it's a very simple process to create the management zones. You select the different, you can select the many zone levels and the data sources that you need to generate a zone. These are some exact samples that we have down here. and we'll open one up. And you get to see here that this generated based on the user's defined parameters. They defined a zone map, and from here they're able to get a VRT map and export it out of the system. The same as before, very simply, simply just downloading it down, and this is obviously can be put into machinery. And we really love the fact that we think that this interface allows a variety of users, whether it's a grower or a crop advisor or a data scientist, to leverage all those in one place. And it's a very powerful tool. Let's look at another field. So we'll back out of this real quick, just simple enough. And we're gonna pull up the one sitting right at the top, just to again show the quickness, this cloud, very optimized system that's sitting on top of our Verde engine, that's processing all of those analytics and providing those in a very easily digestible way. So here again, we're on a Yamhill field. We're going to look here at hazelnuts. This is again outlining, not only are we facilitating our core crop analytics that not only look at all of our cereal grains. In the example, we were looking at peas, things of that nature. The analytics support a wide variety of crops, but of course we also have our high resolution permanent crop analytics as well that focus on trees and vines and things of that nature. So again, same thing. We're really looking at it, and that same thing. It's driven by alerts. We want to drive you to change. You can do direct action. Same thing, access the analytics very simply, quickly visualize them. You are able to download those for additional analytical work, or to do, again, process them beyond an additional way. Or again, simply just download the report and take it out into the field, and you're off and running. Did I not click it? Oh, here we go. There it goes. And then once again, you have that content in a variety of different ways, very quickly, making lots of data, lots of analytics very actionable. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Sky and let him continue to bring a little more insight into our product.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, and thanks, Stephanie, for the introduction and for the look under the hood, as we would say. So, a little bit about why should you choose AgNeo? Why AgNeo, and why is Airbus focusing on a product or a service like AgNeo? And really, I just want to start off by saying that we focus on quality, and the best inputs yield the best output. We have some of the best-in-class sensors in the remote sensing space with Spot, Playout, and where we're headed with Playout Neo, and are very excited to bring additional analytics from Playout Neo later after launch, probably next year. But also want to talk about reliability. Airbus has been here, as we mentioned. I think Stephanie mentioned we were the first in remote sensing starting in 1986, and we will continue to invest in the segment and to support agriculture, whether it's for a sensor like Sentinel or for something much more premium like Spot or Playout Neo. You can absolutely have confidence in Airbus as your partner. We are here for you. You can move on to the next one, please. I think there may just be a little lag. Okay, thank you. So once again, why choose AgNeo? We have set up a system that allows you to save time. It is basic. It's focused on the items that you need first to process vegetation maps, from offering to alerts, and eventually moving into much more sophisticated AI or ML algorithms to identify patterns and provide actionable information. We have built AgNeo to focus on scalability. We want to be able to scale over time and to support your needs, whether you're in Sao Paulo or Boise, Idaho, or regardless of your location and the scale of your needs, AgNeo can handle what your business is looking for. And that's one of the best things about it. So if you're working, say, in one focused region, AgNeo could be a solution. If you're looking for something that could be used across an entire region, AgNeo can support that as well. Talking about the benefits, we'd like to once again introduce core crop analytics, call it CCA, of course. And we have here listed the key benefits, but really it is, once again, comes from the highest quality input data from Airbus, with some of the highest quality processing coming from our engine. It has the widest range of crop health analytics. So we now have M-Savvy, which we've been processing for customers in North America since 2015. NDVI just because it's a standard and a benchmark, and of course a lot of debate about what indice you should use and if NDVI makes sense for your business or not. But it is available to compare against and to absolutely see the additional value of things like leaf area indexing, chlorophyll, and M-Savvy. It is focused on time saving. And one of the best things with AgNeo is you have the ability to create management zones and to create zones at the scale you're looking for, the number of zones you're looking for, and to manage the intra-field variability with those zones. You can create variable rate application maps and optimize inputs. And you can obviously navigate offline, as was mentioned. Ryan just showed you the ability to download a GeoPDF, which comes from a customer request. Even within the US, we have customers working in remote locations who absolutely prefer to have that capability and just prefer to have it as a backup as well. Well, moving on to the next slide is focusing on permanent crop analytics, or PCA. And as Stephanie mentioned, with PCA, we have the ability to locate problems in your fields from some of the highest resolution satellite imagery available today from Playout 1A and 1B. And as Stephanie mentioned, we will be focusing on bringing additional resolution and additional bands with our new constellation launching later this year and coming online early next year. Could not be more excited about having 30-centimeter resolution from space, intraday revisit, and especially having the red edge band, which can help us assess the chlorophyll content and is obviously very valuable within the agriculture space and ag analytics. So we want to focus on avoiding manual error-prone stand counts. We've had many customers say, we don't know how many trees we actually have in this location, or we're assessing this operation and we'd like more intelligence. So that's something that we can do utilizing the very high resolution, best-in-class playout imagery. We have the ability to help you save time with the crop health alerts, so you can focus on areas that actually need your attention instead of trying to look through hundreds or thousands of images throughout the season. And you can navigate offline, as I mentioned previously, and once again, create management zones and variable rate application maps. So thank you. The benefits of utilizing our engine are listed here. We have the ability to utilize best-in-class agronomic indicators, so you can create your own advanced algorithms. You can do things like calculate nitrogen recommendations, can help with estimating risk of lodging, water needs assessment, and more. And this is where AgNeo gives us the ability to build on a framework and to really address your needs, whether you are operating in Latin America or whether you're focused on an area in Canada. This is really designed to be a global solution. In this slide, we're showing that you can really gain a historical perspective of the fields. This is a timeline showing F cover from one of the sensors. And what's great is that you can view this timeline across any of the analytics. You can download them and use them offline in a GIS or another application. You can connect to AgNeo via API and export these items, or connect, and obviously bring them in computer to computer. So you can see a very easy to see timeline here. If you hover over the individual dots, you can get more information. And you can also see that we're utilizing the Airbus One Atlas space map in the background for One Atlas. So once again, why choose AgNeo? We have focused on making it very flexible and usable for your needs. So if you have your own farm management information system or your own internal software that you're utilizing today, or something else that you're interested in, AgNeo can absolutely plug into that via API, whether you're looking for just one of our indices, just one of the features that Stephanie and Ryan showed you, or whether you're looking for the entire functionality of AgNeo, it's available via API. And we also have a user interface. So if you're looking to take it, co-brand it, utilize it internally or externally with your customers, that's absolutely what it is designed to do. And you can move on to the next one, please.
Okay, Sky, thank you. So we are now arrived at our third and final pool. So I'll launch it. So the question is, would you be more interested in utilizing imagery functionality through a user interface or via API within your existing app? So thanks for participating. We will wait a few seconds. Thank you. So we will close and share the result now. Here we go. So Sky, if you want to comment, maybe?
Yeah, so thank you very much for running the poll, NL. So that's great to see that 64% of you would be interested in utilizing the API. I didn't lose the bet this afternoon. I don't know anyone in France any wine based on this. So these are great results. We really appreciate your feedback. And this is really validates what AgNeo is formulated to be, and the fact that an API is absolutely one of the most powerful features. So thank you, NL, and if you can move on to one more slide, I will keep rolling. So with AgNeo, one of the coolest things that I've been able to work on at Airbus, I'd say one of the things I'm most proud of is that we really have built AgNeo through innovation, through co-creation. And some of these things are buzzwords you may hear a lot in the industry, but this is really about focusing on your customer's needs, a truly defined development process in co-creating with the customer. So in the past, like any large technology company, I will admit that we have focused on things without validating every single need and functionality with the customer. And it obviously makes more sense to do that from the beginning and to focus on a key customer, like a large agribusiness or a government entity. So we will be talking more about who our co-creation partners are in the future and doing press releases about them. But I'd like to thank those who have participated so far and say that I think this has really allowed us to succeed fast, to learn quickly, and to build something that we can continue to build off of that will address needs, whether they're focused in California, Oregon, or something that is in a completely different location on Earth for a different, absolutely different type of agriculture. So you may have not seen something that addresses your exact use case today, but we'd like to talk about it. So what I would say is please don't hesitate to submit a question via the GoToMeeting or to contact us afterwards. We will show contact information towards the end. But I will just, I just wanted to say how valuable we see co-creation at Airbus. And I just kind of led into it with questions. I would say that we'll try and answer as many of the questions as possible. We have quite a few right now. So if we're not able to get to all of them, please feel free to submit something to us directly. We've got all of our emails here and our direct contact information as well. So please reach out. Ryan or Stephanie, would you like to kick off some of the questions and we can go through them as a team?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Sky. I appreciate it. And I also wanted to just give a quick call out. We see some people here in this webinar who have been very involved with AgNeo, and I just want to thank everybody for their presence here today and everything that people have done to get this product where it is right now.